Okay, we're here at the land in Kansas. You can see that's one end of the property line. And it extends all the way down to that second orange flag that you can see about 50 yards past the red car. So this is lot number 40. It's kind of a half lot. You can see there's a fence right here that we'll likely tear down, and we will turn this into a kind of a guest space for people who want to come visit us with their camper. There's water to this site. Actually, there's water, sewer, and electric to all three sites, which is going to be interesting to figure out how to do that together. But you can see this is the second part of the first lot. This is where the people probably that owned it before us would likely come and park their RV, hook it up to those, and then use this concrete pad to sit out on. You can see the land is covered in trees, mostly cedar trees, and just for Tammy, cottonwood trees. There's an old barbecue grill over there we'll probably have to get rid of. Somebody that'll own this land a long time was really into yucca plants, probably because they're so low maintenance. Hopefully we can, when we have to bring the bulldozer out to smooth some of this stuff out, put some dirt in, we can get rid of most of those. So we'll keep walking. We're just on the outside. You can see there's the road. There's some of our neighbors' houses. We're at the end of a cul-de-sac. You can see that down there. And then we'll move toward the lake here in a minute. But it's about 100 feet from the road to the lake. And there's a 20-foot setback, which would come to about right where I'm standing. So the house would start here. You can see there's the sewer hookup for this property, electric and water. They also have propane here. I guess we own that propane tank now. And as you can see, there's a nice little storage shed already sitting on the property that will, if we decide to build, right now we're talking about building right where this is. We'll have to move that, but it's in real good shape. Still got some of their stuff in it. So now we're going to walk toward the lake. We're at the east end of our property. That propane tank is kind of the other end. You can see there's we'll kind of slowly scroll along. You can hear how peaceful it is. So we have 172 feet of waterfront that belongs to us. This is where the dock is right now. It's where they made their main beach. We'll probably keep this as the main beach. We'll see once we talk to the contractor. But obviously, they brought in a lot of sand, and it's in pretty good shape. It's actually in better shape than I thought it might be. For the beach. We'll clean it up a little bit, bring in a little sand if we can. There's our paddle boat all ready to go. And you might have just heard behind me, big fish jump. There's bass and crappie. Is that how you say it? Crappie? Well, there's carp in here too, but not very many. But bass and crappie is the main fish in here. So this is our dock we're out on now. You can see, I'm going to once again kind of show you, a lot of the neighbors have pontoon boats. There's no gas motors allowed on the water, but there is electric. So a lot of people have the pontoon boats that they can just float around on with friends, go fishing, sunbathe, whatever. Now this is not the main part of the lake. We're on extension out, a finger out from the main part of the lake. But there's our 172 feet of waterfront. So we'll do another pan to kind of give you an idea. There's that propane tank that marks it. And then if you look all the way down, you'll see a set of cattails down there before that dock. That would be the other end of our property on the lake. So right now, and this is obviously subject to change, our plan is to put a house right here. We're going to bring in 4 feet of dirt to build up to be above the floodplain. We're going to build a retaining wall right here, basically along the lines of where that big cottonwood tree is. And we'll keep the fire pit down here. We might turn it into a rock fire pit, kind of make this a relaxation area on the water. Then we're going to build a deck, obviously. The decks are the main things here behind the house that has partially covered and partially open. So the house will probably sit right up there on that hill. So now I'm going to walk down through the land on the other side. I walked along the road a minute ago. Now I'm kind of walking along the edge of the water. So you can get an idea for how many mature trees are already here, what things look like. This lake was once a sand pit. The owners of the sand pit, when they tapped out all the sand, they decided to turn it into a lake. That's why it remains fairly clean for a lake that doesn't have a big inlet or big outlet. They're talking about putting in aerators down here to keep the water stirred up a little bit. That would help. As you can just see, this is actually another really good beach. So, you know, we could use this too. Don't know how deep it is here in the main part of the lake. It drops fast. You're over your head 15 feet out, 10 to 15 feet out. I doubt it's as deep here, but it still may have the steep drop off, simply because that's how they try to keep it. So we're still walking along the edge of the water. Okay, we're back down at the other end of the land. We haven't figured out what this thing is, but it's on our property. Anyway, if you bring your horse, we've got a couple places to hitch it to, so if you come visit us on a horse. So, not exactly sure what we'll do with the concrete pad. We may just move the shed over on it. May make it a second porch. May put the hot tub there. Who knows? We'll just have to wait and see how things turn out. As you can see, some real nice mature trees, little rocks sticking up. As Bob Ross would say, happy little trees are everywhere. So if I can just get rid of these yucca plants, I'll be a happy man. I don't know if they're going to leave their Adirondack, is that how you say it, chairs? But this is obviously a nice shade spot in the morning. So that's it. Beautiful plot of land in a beautiful place. Nice water. Private lake. Fishing. Electric boating. Paddleboarding. A lot of things you can do out here. My plan: sit on the back porch, drink iced tea. There you go. Okay, we're leaving the big gas station. There's the car wash. Sonic Drive-In. We're coming in from the other end of town, the opposite end now of where we are going to be living. There is our Dollar General store. Those things have taken over the small towns. Subway. To the right is Sterling College. Sterling College is a privately owned Presbyterian college. A lot of Tammy's cousins went here. They do have a football program, so I can go watch college football without leaving town on Saturdays. So let's see more of Sterling College there. We're kind of approaching the downtown area. More Sterling College to the right. A lot of the old houses to the left. Sterling has about 3,000 people in it. Sterling College, I think, is somewhere between 800 and 1,100 students, about the size of Ozark, where Sherilyn and I went. Sterling says it has 3,000 people, but it appears to me like it's a lot bigger than Nickerson, which is one of the towns on the way up here that I thought was bigger than Sterling. It's certainly bigger than Nickerson. Let's see. That's the power and water. That's part of the municipal built supply. There's the old Presbyterian church. All these towns have an old Presbyterian church and an old Methodist church. There's our doctor office, 6 doctors and 1 dentist, so we got to keep that dentist healthy. Now we're approaching the downtown area. It's downtown Sterling. There's City Hall to the right. There's the Methodist Church to the left. Told you that'd be there. There's 2 banks in town. There's a pizza place. Yoo-hoo! A lot of nice little shops to go in. The downtown area here is, I'd say, 75% occupied. They've really kept this nice. There's our liquor store. Double Shot Liquor has the coolest lights in town, as you might imagine. There's our pizza joint and our little ice dispensing machine, which I thought was cool for when the gas station or Dillon's aren't open. So here's the main part of Main Street. A lot of little shops. Another big bank. We do have a golf course, a 9-hole golf course, and it's even got grass greens. It's not a sand green golf course. You can see the nice little downtown area. There's Dillon's. This is the starting place for Dillon's Food Market, which is now part of Kroger. It was actually started in Sterling, Kansas. Ed Dillon, or whatever his name was, started it here. And that's why they still have one here, because this is where they started. There's the Co-op. There's the Mexican restaurant we ate at the other night. Really good food. We have a bowling alley. Not sure if... Oh, there's the Church of Christ. That's for Mom. There's the Country Inn. That's our one motel. Very nice little place. I actually saw the owner out working on it yesterday. Gary's met him before, Tammy's cousin. As you can see, it looks really clean and really nice, which makes me happy. If people do want to stay in a hotel close to us, they can. Otherwise, Hutchinson's about 30 minutes away. That was the road to our lake. We're going to head back now, because we got to catch a plane. So this is the road out of town. We're now headed south, back toward Nickerson, Kansas, on the way to Hutchinson.
If you're looking for the best restaurants and places to eat in your town, then you're perfectly right at this channel. Our experts have created a list with the best restaurants of the cities, which we share with you in this video. So let's get started.